Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Maypole Farm. Grizzly Bear Thing 5, Dead Calm, welcome in. Good to have you both here. So we are back on our $5 million bank versus estate challenge. And, just getting a refresher course of myself. It looks like we are in year 3, 2 p.m., which means that we've gone through and done all of the grass harvesting. It's been 1 week since I have been on here, and my memory is fuzzy on what we had going on last. So let's just go ahead and check on the animals. No, we gotta pet old Romeo. Oh my gosh! Good to see you there, buddy. Yeah, roll on. Don't fall off. There we go. Good boy. Maybe we should name him Snoopy. JC Farms, welcome in. Yep. AKA Snoopy, AKA Romeo. Just chilling on top of the doghouse. See, dreaming of the Sopwith camel chasing the German Baron. Yep, maybe. Anyway, let's get back into my favorite view. Let's take a look at what we got over here for the chickens. Okay, they've got plenty of food. Oh, yeah. That's right. We had a little bit of a crash on the last episode. We went to the month of May, and I sold a bunch of chickens, and then the game froze. So let's make sure that we got a good save point here. Okay, we're saving content. That's good. Okay, we got Elvis back because Elvis, I believe, got mistakenly sold. So let's just go through and select all of the other roosters. Okay, it's not too many of them. And they're 6-month-old. These ones are 5-month-old roosters. We'll wait until next month to sell those ones. Let's go ahead and get these other ones sold. I mean, these ones 6 months old. Okay, they're doing all right. As long as Elvis and Duke of Chicks don't sell the selected. Yeah, because I want to say we sold like 130 some chickens or something like that. And that's when the game froze up on us. Okay. And just because, we're just going to go ahead and resave. And let's check on the goats and the dairy buffaloes. I have no idea how that works. I could not tell you. Okay, we're still at 37. Can we buy any more goats? Ooh, yeah. Let's go ahead and buy what we can. Snowflake, that's a good name. Yeah, sure. And the other 3 are... Go ahead and buy the selected. And they are doing good on food. They got plenty of meadow grass. I mean, we left them some, Yep, we got this thing 5. We got this. These guys are doing excellent on food. We can bring them over a whole bunch of... Looking at... Okay, that's slurry, 151,000 liters. Where is... Food. Okay, 14th. Ooh, we need to bring them over some food. We need to do that. Okay, we are dealing with just the dairy side. So let's get Harley. Ooh, let's get these two here. Nevada is 19 months old, ready for reproduction. Let's buy the selected. Excuse me for that. Ooh, $5,000. Okay. That brings us down to 9,000. Okay, yeah, sure. And because we bought those, let's go ahead and save it again. And let's get these ladies some food. They be getting hungry. Okay, we got a whole bunch of TMR in here as well. Okay. How much food can this barn hold? Let's just take a look. It can hold a lot, so... Okay, so we got, you know, like 224,000 liters in there. That's good. So it looks like we can hold 600,000 liters. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the animal dealer, because this is our big profit maker right now, and we're going to pay back some of our loan. We've been working on paying back the $1 million loan as of late, and I would like to get that paid off. We got $400,000 left on that loan, if I remember correctly from looking at it, you know, like 10 minutes ago. Now I'm going to see if we can make it there without having to look at the map. It's going to be the next left up here. But these trees are thick, it's hard to see. Excuse me, Mr. Postman. Okay, we got a little bit of stuttering. Hopefully it's just the shaders having to reload or something, because that might get annoying. Okay, we should be able to turn left here. All right. Let's see how much this gives us. Excuse me. Let's just take a look at the TMR price while we're here. Okay, so we're looking at $120. I mean, it's a little weird why it's showing up that way. Good evening, Cajun. Welcome in.
It's $13.55. They have the numbers up on it now.
Okay.
So I don't know where the 1920 came from, but it's $13.55 that they showed us.
Okay. So yeah, 120 bucks per thousand. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I just had to take a look to see if I was unmuted, and yep, I am. Yeah, we're gonna be here for another minute or so, 30 seconds. One thing I do want to look at here, let's go back to our production for our fermenting silo, is when we harvest our crops, our couple of grain fields, we can actually use straw to make silage. So I think we're gonna go ahead and start doing that. We've got plenty of grass, and we're gonna get $935 to $130,000 out of that. So, and I missed that, but it looks like we got roughly $70,000 out of that. 69 maybe. Let's take a look at our finances. That'll really show us here. Finances, 60,000 from the harvest income, and then another 6,000 from the environmental score. So we're looking at 66,000 and change. Not too bad. At least when the month rolls over, we don't have to worry about being negative. Don't have enough to buy anything in the market, but if memory serves me correctly, there's really nothing in the market that we need. Maybe another tractor like this McCormick here, but as a large tractor to do other things. Maybe plow correctly, But we don't need any of that stuff right now. Maybe in a year or two. I mean, we're only in year 3. Hopefully in year 5 we'll be looking good for our finances. And get back to the farm, we're going to go ahead and make our game save again. And then go on to the next month. And I want to say we went ahead and did all the herbicide and fertilizing stuff this month as well. I'll double check that when we get back there. Okay, let's I noticed we had some eggs that we may have to deal with over here. No, we just got the one pallet of eggs right now, that's fine. Let's take a look at our fertilization process. pH, and we could put some lime down in there. I'm not too worried about these two pasture lands. Those aren't the big money makers. We could lime 94, 5, and 2. And possibly 88. Yeah, I think we better do that real quick. I think we better get some lime put down. Do I have a fertilizer spreader? Because we got 2, 4, 6, 8,000 liters of lime here, 7,600. But it doesn't look like we have a fertilizer spreader. So let's go ahead and we will get one leased. Wrong page. And just going to go ahead and go with this guy here. We don't need to change anything. I mean, maybe we'll change. The capacity doesn't matter. We can change that up to whatever we want, it looks like. But I don't foresee us using more than 20,000 liters, so we will go ahead and lease this bad boy. And then, do I have the Azaria Pro on this one? Nope. So I think this John Deere will have it. Yep, we got the Azaria Pro here, so we'll get use the 6R. And since we don't need the mower right now, we'll go ahead and drop that off. Yeah, if I remember correctly, their dead calm, Cajun's family does do rice in real life. I am unsure on whether Cajun has gone to help out the family for a weekend or not, so that's up to him to tell you. But yeah, down in Louisiana, they are big rice farmers. I foresee us using a lot more lime than what we got. So we had what, 246, almost 8,000. So we'll buy 8. It's really cheap, so and I am going to turn our crop sensor on. And 16,000. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And I want to say that the first field we need to hit is the one outside. So field 88. Yep, we'll hit that one. Then we'll come in and we'll get 53, 153 and 93. Hit those 3, and these other 2 will be, I think, will be fine. We'll find out here. Part of this field here, though, is that wheat or barley field of ours. Yeah, 97. Ugh. Okay, so let's get the one just outside of our property. And we'll turn in right. I always forget where this one's at. Right there. And of course, hedgerows. They'll jump out and get you. At least it's not the drive-through. Okay, so we will go ahead and get our steering assist turned on. 1 is fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll go backwards. We'll see how much of this corner we can get. There we go, close enough. What I should do, and I just thought of this, we got that opening right there. We should make an opening right there. That way we don't have to drive on the road. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Just give us a little bit easier access to do things. That little spot I'm not going to worry about. Yeah, we've already gone through 6,000 liters of lime. Good grief. Okay, I turned the wrong direction. And let's turn that off right there. Now, we can't have a jackknife situation going on here. There we go. Yeah, here I thought I was getting away with not having to buy much for lime. Okay. Can I get this field finished? That's the question. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. I guess we're going to need to buy another 16 pallets. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to do something. Grab the old trusty forklift here. Alright, reload number 2. Smoke them if you got them. As long as you're not smoking around flammable areas. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what the contracts are, even though I know we can't take any. Okay, so there's a $10,000 mow and bale contract. Yeah. Yeah, none of it's enticing at all. Not like we can take any anyway. That's the only downfall about this map and the size of the fields is the contract prices are low, especially when you get to the point like if you're on like a map like Alma, Missouri or Louisiana or any of those with field sizes of 20 acres and larger. Yeah, you get real used to those $15,000, $20,000, $50,000 contracts. So seeing a contract for $1,500, it's a bit discouraging. I did, and I'm still trying to figure out what all I want to do for the next series, you know. I have an idea. You know, always sitting there working on future plans for the channel.
Printer turned on.
I think it is. Should be. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything for what I'm going to do next. But I think it's going to involve a brand new map, not on the Giants mod hub. Come on, blue van.
Shane, do you know what, which one this is hooked up to? Officers,
Should
first
be
officers, or captains?
which one?
The printer.
First officer.
Okay,
Okay, so what was the next field that we needed to lime? So 153. Whoa, another hedge. So that would be this guy right here. Let's go ahead and turn. Make sure our steering assist is turned on. And we're going to get relined up. Yeah, babe.
they have internet up to 3 gigs is free. It's included.
Well, that's very good. All right, let's go ahead and turn around here. Maybe we'll just kind of drive around in circles here. Yeah, because it's only going to be looking like hitting small sections. So it's probably a good thing I turned that crop sensor on. Okay. So maybe they finally did get the lime situation taken care of. So yeah, we'll just let this thing run as needed. We'll just cover the entire field here. And if memory serves me correctly, we planted this in like March. So we'll stop it there. Turn that back to the biggest.
It's not working. Gotta print out the lease. Shame.
Okay. Well, I'll work on it. Just go ahead and email it to me, baby. And I'll get it printed out in either late tonight or in the morning.
You gotta sign it and read it.
Well, yeah, it's not like we're gonna...
Oh, I see Kevin tomorrow.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll get it done tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's make this biggest size again. Alright, let's go ahead and load this guy up again with what lime we have setting out here. And we'll just sneak past all of our equipment. I gotta remember to stop before the field up there so I don't run into any of my, whatever that is, canola, barley, wheat, something. So how big do I need to make this? Gotta love not having straight lines. There we go. Alright, that should be the entire field here for lime. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, the nitrogen's about as good as we can get for... we should probably hit 88. Although it's saying nitrogen is good, so we're going to wait until after the next harvest to do that one. I'll see if I can just hit this section up here. Finish off the lime that we got. So yeah, let's just go ahead and grab more lime from the store. Whatever we got there, we'll bring back over here. That'll be fine. And we'll get those 2 pastures. We'll do the goats first. Because we needed to bring this back over to the farm anyway. It's not the most ideal way of transporting, but if we use it all, we use it all. If we don't, we don't. Kloss Disco 3600. What's that? Ah, a mower. Yeah, we got something better. What's up, Jay? How's it going? We're doing good. We're getting our lime on. Unfortunately, we're not putting the lime in the coconut. Let's go ahead and get backed up and see if we can do this kind of somewhat straight. Just finished your stream. Had over 100 people watching tonight, so it was a good stream. Hey, that's amazing. That is... Oh, crud. Forgot to change the size. So that was, 100 or 200 liters wasted there.
Give me some. Top one.
Yeah, the most I've ever had on any of my streams at one time was 56. And that was a good night. So having over 100, that is, in my book, like primo excellent. And we're going to shut that off there. We're going to turn around and back up into the little nook here. Okay, now we'll hit it. There we go. Come on, turn off. Okay, well, we may not get all of the cow pasture, but we'll get what we can. Or maybe I'll just run up to the store and grab another 8 pallets. I don't know. You know, if we're going to lime, we're going to lime. We're going to get it done. We're going to do it properly. No horsing around here. I don't have horses anyway to horse around with. So, yeah, let's get this done properly. Because we do harvest that grass all the time. It's only 2 times a year that we harvest it, though, not 3. But I mean, we do feed them TMR, so we do harvest it. We will be harvesting it 3 times. Let's make sure we get the best out of it that we can. Whoa! I wasn't even texting, but I was driving. So kids, don't drive. Oop, wrong button. But it's always good to have a save going on. And bag of lime. 8. Buy. Yes. Okay. Back. And for the amount of lime that we spend, I think we get a better return on our grass fields anyway. Converting to silage / TMR. So, I think it's worth it. We just got to spend another 2 minutes waiting for the lime to load up. Yeah, because that's going to take a lot of lime to get that soaked up. We could get a little bit more right there, it looks like, but, you know, I think we'll be all right. It's funny how on this map, yeah, these are fresh fields, so the bonus is down low. But other maps that I do, I don't get my numbers. My numbers have gone away. But it's what it is, so we just deal with that. Come on, be done, be done, be done. There we go. Thank you. Yes, job well done there, Jay. And it's like, what, 2:30 in the morning over there? It's 8:29. Yeah, 2:30. You might want to get some sleep there, bud. Yep, if I go through and put a little nookie nook right there, let's go ahead and do that while I'm thinking of it. 3:30 a.m. Yeah, you better get some sleep there, bud. Okay, that's a one. And we'll come deal with that saw or wood chips later. But yeah, that'll really help us to get between fields here. I think, yeah, we got that opening there. We got that one over there, which I don't like going into. Then we got this one here that we can just whoop, swing on in. Okay. There we go. Do. Excuse me, Mrs. Cow. Excuse me, Mrs. Cow. Okay, let's go ahead and lock that on. Let's turn that on. And stop it right there. Do. Okay, lock on. Man, I almost got the correct spot. Just a hair short. And we'll stop it right there. And this one we won't lock on. Just because that line is zigzaggy. I think I can drive it straight enough for a little bit. Get it like that. And we'll turn that back on for another hot second. And there we go. And we'll get this corner here. There we go. And now we'll go down to the smallest. There we go. Now we're all good. Now we'll shut the ladies in. So we ended up with one pallet left over, and that should be that to unload. Go ahead and disconnect that. And we should be good with liming until, hopefully in 3 years. Pull that guy over. Okay, we got our invisible roller. The dog has been fed. Let's go ahead and return our lime spreader. Okay, we only used it for 6/10 of an hour, so that's good. And like I said, I think our fertilization was as good as we can get. Yep. This section we over fertilized, and we need to fertilize on stage 2 of 4 to get the best results for the grass. So these 2 fields here next month we can fertilize, or just wait until the next harvest and take care of them. But yep, I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and make a save. And let's double check our employment, which is at the tailor shop, and that's right there. And if we go, shift Y, we have worked our 10 hours. We are good. Oh, also, let's go back home, and I need to show you something. I posted it in the Discord the other day after the little incident with the game freezing. I think it's oh, what's the control for that? I forget. I'm gonna have to look that up again. Did I take a screenshot? Give me just a second, I gotta find it again. Since it's been a week. So yeah, it should be Shift Y. Let's hit R, back out. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is that we passed our test for high school. So when we reach 1 year of employment at the tailor shop, we can select the next hired job. But something's weird again, because it doesn't seem like this is allowing me to do the education side of things. And I didn't see anything in... Yeah, it's Shift Y for the employment side. So yeah, it, like I said, it should be Shift Y, but it's not giving us the option. How about what happens if we come at it from... Where's the other door at? This door. Yep. Oh well, let's just go ahead and we will take a nap until May. All right, let's go. Okay, let's check on the animals. Chicken should be good. And before we do that, yep, saving. Good. And we're going to go ahead and sell the roosters. Yeah, we come to snub the rooster. You know, they're going to They are gonna fry. Okay, just make sure we have Elvis and Duke here. Sell the selected. Okay. Yeah, we're still hovering around that 1,000 chicken mark. Oh, yeah, there was a thing here. Filters. So if we select all and then deselect, how many was that? That's a lot of roosters. So yeah, I forgot we can sit there and do the filter here, because then we can actually change if we want, 6-month-old to, because we're keeping up on that. So yes, we can definitely use this for quicker selling. And good evening, Patrick. Welcome in. Okay. That was our chickens. We got 60,000 liters of food. They are doing excellent. Oh, let's check on the eggs. Okay, we got a full pallet here. Go ahead and grab that. Yep, here's your shelf-stable eggs, good for 5 years, And we'll go this way. We'll do the shortcut. And are we up to... we haven't even got to 2 full pallets yet. That's how much the goats are producing milk for us. I mean, we've only got 39 goats. We're having a hard time trying to get a stockpile of them. Melissa. I guess we'll buy Melissa. I mean, they're 10 months old. They have to be over 8 months old to reproduce. So then we'll buy that one. Spotty Ivory. And Nifty. Yep, right now we're just buying every female goat that we can. Okay. And okay. And let's go do the same thing with the they got 223,000 liters of food. They're doing excellent. Maybe we can get their health up. I don't know. We're trying. Let's go ahead and buy the selected. Okay. So we're up to 81 animals here. We have 13,000 liters of milk. Buffalo milk, we have just shy of 1,000. Okay, we're trying to work on those numbers here. So our animals are looking good. I don't think we have any. Oh, I mean, yeah, we can get those wood chips, but I'm not too worried about it. Romeo, let's go ahead and give you some food. Anything else? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do our employment stuff. Oh, experience. We have 1 year and 6 months of experience. So I was trying to see if we could switch to the intern job. I would hope we wouldn't have to quit. I think that's wrong because we've only really been doing this for about 6 months. We only started back in like January. So that's kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, attaches to forage harvesters. Yeah. We don't have a forage harvester. And will it let us do anything? No, it will not. God, this employment mod is so goofy. Oh, good, we got rid of a sheep. It's weird that we got sheep because... yeah, we don't need any of those. Just want to check on the chickens again. Still, okay, 11:39, so we got a few. Let's go ahead. Because I know they're good on food and stuffs. Let's see, what other places? I think we can do this one over here, the dairy. I think it's the dairy. That's right, or was it carpentry? Let's go ahead and do some part-time work here. And then number 3 is over here at the bakery. We'll just do 4 hours there, sure. Because there's that one. The sawmill doesn't. We'll get some hours in. Yet, still doesn't want to let us do any studying. "39 chicks were sold at birth due to overcrowding." I mean, I guess we are full. Well, how old is it? 6 months. What was my filters at? Oh. That's why. Yeah, none of these chickens are, well, I mean, they are. Let's select all. Let's take off Elvis and Duke. And let's see what that drops down to. What? Back. Filters. Male. There we go. That's better. Let's select all. Cell selected. That's 392. We might have froze the game here. Maybe not. Okay, let's try this again. Filter, male. Let's do 4 to 6 months. Confirm. Select all. Cell selected. There we go. Okay, that ought to give us some more room for next month when the chickens do their thing. Let's go ahead and do a couple more jobs here real quick. Let's go Oh, we can buy the bakery for 79,000. Okay. Excuse me. Great demand at the biomass heating plant. Do we want to buy that? I'm thinking not, because my idea on some of these faster harvesting heads is changing. But anyway, let's go ahead and head back home. Excuse me. Can we... we got to make sure to save. Ooh, your employer has promoted you to senior cleaner with a 5% raise. I wish those notifications stayed up a little bit longer. That was cool. What was I going to look in here for? I don't know. Anything ready for harvesting? We are in the month of June, April, May, June. We need to wait until July. And nope, those 3 fields are going to be next month, which they're all the same. So they're all wheat, which is going to be good. And then we'll get all that straw. Okay. So let's do the animal run again. Oh, hold on. Misclicked. Let's do the filter again. Let's do the male. Let's change this down to 6, and we'll go to 3 to 6 month. Confirm. Okay, good. We're not getting too many right now, because I want to be able to get to the point where we're all hens. So ooh, that one's pretty old. So let's just sell the 5-month-old. Sell selected. Yeah. So it looks like anywhere between 4 and 6 months is when we can really... Why did that... Okay, so it was just a kind of glitch there. Okay. But they're good on food. They get 55,000 liters of food. And we are frozen. All right, give me a minute, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and get the game restarted because it is only 9 o'clock. We're frozen hard. So, yep, just 1 minute. Just hang tight with me, everybody. Just gotta wait for Steam to do the cloud status updating before I hit play again. Okay, we are good there. And it seems like it's only happening when I'm selling chickens. Okay, I got... Okay, got my voice audio for some reason. There we go. I wasn't hearing the music. I hear the game audio, which is good. And I see it pegging in the meter thing. So that's good. Okay. Just look around. We are okay, of course. We didn't get anything in the month of the last day of May here, so I guess we get to go and make the rounds again. So let's visit. Work part-time. We'll do 5 hours. We'll do 5 at each place. I think that'll work out just fine. Back. And then we go over here to the grain mill. Excuse me. And then we come up here to the carpentry, visit, and let's see if it... Nope, we got to go to the trigger point. Let's do our part-time work. We're getting 5 hours of work here. There we go. And then let's go ahead and make sure we save here. Let's change our settings. Okay, they are on 5 minutes. That's good. Let's do a double save. All right, head back home. We're not gonna worry about the chickens. The animals should be good on food. Yeah, plenty of meadow grass, plenty of TMR. All right, let's go ahead and oh, since we did the restart, let's see if nope, that doesn't. Oh, wait, there it is. But it's not working. Shift Y. See, that's why there's something messed up. Either I have a mod conflict, which it quite possibly could be. Because now I was getting the employment, or not the employment, the your employer has promoted you to senior cleaner, 5% raise, which is good. So, let's just take a look at our field over here. Field of wheat. We are in the last growing stage. That'll be good. Let's go ahead and do the Save. We're not going to worry about the chickens because that's messing us up, I think. And I need to sit down and figure out why we have a mod conflict here. Yeah. Anyway. Let's go back up to the tailor shop because we always try to do them the first day of the month. Okay, so I think I have to be here, you know, experience. I think I need to get that to 12 months. So 2 years. So we're a senior cleaner, which is good. Our salary did go up, it looks like, a little bit. Let's go ahead and work our 10 hours. They are really happy with us because we have been maintaining the 10 hours every month with them, so that's good. And I still want, like I said, I still want to try to apply for the intern job here, but it's not allowing me. I mean, we need 8 years of experience to get to the other side. While we're up here, let's visit the oil mill. Nope, can't do anything. No, I didn't want to buy it. And let's work some part-time hours here. Okay. Ooh, I forgot. We need to sell some TMR. So we'll do that. Calf was born. Accident. 70 chickens. Okay, so they're overcrowded again. Let's go ahead and sleep. And then we'll do some TMR. In fact, where's my tractor? Let's get this loaded up because it's going to take a while to get the TMR put into the wagon. Madison, welcome in. Okay. So that's going to run. Let's go ahead and sleep until 8. We are doing good tonight, Madison. How are you doing? We've only had to restart the game once so far. And yep, save, good, awesome. Well done. Okay, and that's going to take a while to load up there, so let's go ahead and do some animal stuff. Yeah, we've got, you know. Hey, I know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well. Filters. Let's select the male. Let's drop down to the 7-month-old. 4 to 7. Confirm. We only got the 1. It's alright. Let's go ahead and sell that one for $66. That's for the delivery and transportation fee. Okay, and they got plenty of food. And because of the way our game is working right now, we're going to go ahead and save after that. Oh, let's check on the eggs. Oh, we got 2 pellets. We're getting a nice little stockpile of eggs here. So far, it's like the only production that we got. I need to start saving up money for the dairy. Okay, let's see what we can buy for goats. Okay, we'll just buy all 4. Buy the selected. Okay. And then the other dairy producers. That one's pretty good. That one's not bad. Ooh, that one's pregnant too. That's also weird because animals that are healthy and older than 18 months can reproduce. Yeah. Ooh, that one's really good. That one's pretty good. Because all these water buffalo that we buy, they will end up being milk producers sooner or later. Buy the selected. $9,000. Okay. Rock a save. Okay, so we are up to date on all of our animals. They have plenty of food. They have plenty of food. Chickens have plenty of food. Let's go ahead and do some work at, other places. We'll work some part-time hours here. Yep, 4 hours sounds pretty good. And then you're gonna have to get an entry explanation into cows in the future. Yeah, they're really easy to take care of. I mean, okay, I'm gonna preface that with having known how to do cows from actual real life. No, don't want to buy. They are actually really easy to work with. It's just they're time consuming when it comes to the game. Not as time consuming as other things. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff that I don't like doing in the game. But you just got to make sure they got food. You get the barns that automatically water them, so you don't have to worry about that, and you just let them go. The hardest part about their actual process is making the TMR. God, we're still loading. So we'll hang out a little bit. So what I have here is a fermenting silo. And, we can definitely discuss it again. But in that, I can convert my grass into silage. I can make hay out of the grass, which is what I'm doing for both. And then with that, makes my TMR. So this is an automatic process. On my Waseca County map and my Alma, Missouri map, I make the TMR using a mixing wagon. And it's real simple. To me it is. To other people, it's like, oh, it's hard because you got to get the ratios just right of grass to or hay to silage and straw and mineral feed, and it's only as complicated as you want to make it. There's 3 different recipes. The easiest one, which is what I'm doing, is just silage and hay. 50-50 ratios of that work perfect. Each one, the minimum that you can use is 30%. The maximum is 60%. So as long as they're in that range, then you have a perfect TMR mix. We gotta wait for that. I forget how slow that thing is for unloading. I'd love to buy a different one, but I've already got this. But yeah, cattle's really easy. Whether you do the beef cattle side or the dairy cattle side, they both get the same food. Water buffalo gets the same food. You can use just hay. You can use just grass. You can use just silage. They have, if we take a look in here, we can put any of those in. Straw is really only needed for the bedding. Yes, that can be included in the TMR, but it's not needed. This particular barn, because of the way it's set up, and this is part of the map, and since I'm not running straw, I'm not getting any manure inside of there for the bedding. You put your 3 components in, along with you have your silo for mineral feed, and the little robot will come and take a section of each one, including the mineral feed. It'll mix it up and it'll feed the animals. So as long as you maintain these little bunkers with the right material, then it's good. Or you mix it yourself, which is what I prefer doing anyway. So that's more automatic because you can fill each one with 500,000 liters, and then you're good for months at a time. I mean, heck, I can put 712 animals in here, but we'll slowly get there. I doubt we'll get there that fast. Ooh, I finally got a third one. It's only got 149 liters in it, but yeah, I need to make sure, because I've got a lot of different milks I need to put in here. Let's visit. Where is it? Where's this on the map? Okay, it's right across from the carpenter. All right, cool. And I think this is like 279,000, 220,000. So yeah, I need to get this bought so I can start making more milk, so I can start making more money. I dump that there, and I come around to the front, and here's where I pick up the supplies. Yeah. Definitely need to start diversifying. And we'll just go and take this to the animal dealer. We'll come back June 3rd. And I'm trying to find a place to put my controller down. Hence the reason for running into stuff. Missed me, haha. Yeah, this 1.3 million should net us, 10%, so $130,000 to $140,000. It's the only downfall about these roads. It's hard to see with all the trees. I don't mind that it's left-hand drive. I don't mind that there's hedges. It's just the canopy makes it hard to see. And then we'll sit here for the next 5 minutes as this unloads, and we should get our total up to $180,000 to $190,000. What is our TMR price right now? $119. This is number 4 for my headphones today, I think. Or maybe number 5, I've had to restart them. It's probably time for a computer restart. It's just funny how it sat there and it rolled down and it says, oh, July is going to be 124. I bet you July is 119 to 120. Yeah, just twiddling our thumbs. If I had a piece of string, I'd be doing cat's cradle. I don't know about anybody else, but I think it's time for a different station. Let's go to our... Yeah, let's go to the Hard Rock station here. So we'll do this. Make a transition. $370,000. Almost there. We're almost sold. I would have used my other TARDIS trailer, but it's got wheat in it for the chickens. And I can't remember if it's only set up on 200,000 liters or if it's 250,000 liters. I can't remember. Did I buy this tractor on the used market or did I buy it brand new? Because I've already got 64 hours on it. This was on the used market. So we got 159,000 plus another 17. Ooh, yes. You know what that means right there, don't you? Let's head home. I like that number right there. $233,000. We got more money than I thought from that TMR sale. And we still got like 500,000 liters left in the storage. Plus the 250,000 that it'll make overnight, or 500,000 or something like that. We get to buy a dairy, but we're going to load up our little trailer and take that over with us. So then our months are actually going to start being more productive because we're going to have to come over here once a month to grab our dairy products. I also need to make sure I got enough money to rent a harvester for the next month. Let's go ahead. Oh, we got 300,000. I thought we had a little more than that. Anyway. And my thing is gonna have to change because I got 3 products I need to take over all at the same time. Although the goat milk, because they're so slow on that, I can actually keep the jugs there. They didn't make it very easy to get in here. We're going to switch that to the standard milk. So for right now, we'll just maintain this little... we'll just take this one over. YOLO. And that's right, it's across from the carpentry. which is right there. Take place. Yeah, we got the flatbed trailer that we'll use for the goat milk canisters. But like I said, those guys produce so little right now that it's hard to justify taking over that little milk. But we can definitely do it to get everything started. And because the way this production works, I think I'm only going to run one of the 3 different producers out of it for... Oh, I needed a turn there. Yeah. We'll see what happens if I go here. I run into a wall. That's what happens. Okay. I don't think I can get through. Oh, I cannot get through. No. There's a new dairy out there that I put onto a map to play with. Whoa. Okay. It's a yellow house-looking structure. And that thing, oh my gosh, does that thing produce. I can turn every production on inside of it, fill it up with all 3 different types of animal milks. And so far, I have not had it slow down. Oh, crud. Nope, we're going with it. We're going with it. Yep. I mean, that just gave us a little bit more money. Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. Yes, I want to buy it. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. I'm not gonna change it. It is what it is. We're working with it. I just sold, what was that, 16,000 liters of milk for 10,000 bucks when I wanted to make a production out of it. Okay, this way. Left side, Shane. Left side. At least we own it now. I guess we'll bring over the buffalo. We'll bring over the buffalo milk. And we'll make some buffalo mozzarella out of it. Alright, almost home, almost home. Guaranteed we won't make the same mistake twice because I bought that production. Okay, let's see if we can get over here without having to back up into it. If I had a JCB tractor, or I think the other one's a Linder. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it this situation like this. Because we can't get in here normally. I think it's in the paperwork on the floor over there. Over there. It fell. I thought I had it on here, but everything went flying. Oh, my headphones. I'm not enjoying them tonight. I gotta look for something real quick, everybody. Hold on. Real quick. Okay. Okay, we're back. Sydney, welcome in. we just bought a dairy, and we had a little mishap. Instead of supplying the dairy with regular cow milk, I ended up selling the milk to the dairy before I bought it. 13,000 liters of milk plus. I think it was around 16,000 liters, but yeah, I messed up. You have been busy, and I've been talking to Green on and off. Yep. How's his real life farming been going on? And I got a turn here coming up. Not there. Not there. I need the natural road, not a 2-lane dirt. Right here. And take the corner blind because the trees are horrible. And then I turn left right here into the dairy. Yep, this is the time of year for farmers that they won't slow down until November. Okay, so now that we got that production, we got the dairy, we got buffalo in here, so we're going to do the buffalo mozzarella. Because I think that's the best one for us. Okay, so buffalo bottled is $26.58. Buffalo mozzarella, yeah, 8,000. And then okay, because I think that the other one is just turns it to butter. Butter out of buffalo milk. Yeah, so it's just all butter. So yeah, we're gonna do the buffalo mozzarella because the best price is $8,000. So go ahead and activate that one. I hope this one works fast. It's funny to annoy him sometimes because I eat McDonald's and he gets so mad because he wanted to do it with me and I laughed at it. Yeah. You young kids. I mean, I've done the same thing to my wife where I'll sit there and buy something that she wanted, and when I'm out on business trips. And yeah, I've done that same thing before. Call her up at the end of my night and I have a burger that she wanted, So I've been there. I've done that. It's always funny. Okay, so let's go ahead. When we get back, we're going to grab our... I think I got a flatbed trailer. I hope I got a flatbed trailer. Maybe. We'll take a look when we get back to the farm if I have a flatbed trailer. For the life of me, I can't remember. I think it might have been leased at one time. Or am I thinking of a different map? I'm also trying to think of what I can use for a trailer setup that I can load up all of my milks and be able to take them all over there at one shot. Okay, it does not... Oh, there it is. There's my flatbed. I do have it. Good. Okay. Because I would like to daisy chain everything together. And we're going to talk this through here. And the situation is, okay, this has a spindle hitch on the back, which is great. So we can hook another trailer up to the back. This trailer does not. And it's a ball hitch on there on the front. Out of curiosity, let's see if this fits onto the back. Nope, does not fit on the back. So I need... there is, and I'm doing it on Alma, Missouri. Where? Okay, so... It's this Mack truck right here. This is set up for a pin hitch and a ball hitch. Okay, so this we can set the capacity up for 40,000 liters, which is absolutely fine. Okay, and then there's also this one right here. But it is only a pin hitch. So there's no ball receiver on this. So I'm stuck with the Mack truck, which it's a-okay. I'm absolutely fine. It's cheaper. It's 100,000 versus 212. Perfect. It's perfect. The trailers, we got to go down to the animal side. So we got these lizard MKs, which are, this is a pin hitch. Okay. But there's nothing on the back. This guy, it's a pin hitch, nothing on the back. There's we do US. Okay, I just changed the reflector on that. Rear light, rear hitch. Okay, there we go. So we could do it this way. Note to self, this is what we're going to use. So this one we wouldn't have to go the 5 million capacity. We would only need maybe 100,000 liters for the milk when we get into full production mode. So it's the Colossus liquid tanker trailer with the pin hitch on the back, which then we can hook up our... Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do, because this is a pin hitch as well. Hey, we got it sorted out. We have it sorted. So yep, we The only problem that we're gonna have is backing up that trailer into the dairy section. Which I think if we let's your milkshake brings all the boys in. Damn right. There is a drawbar rotation standard, which means it's going to pivot. We can do a slight rotation, which it'll lock, 15 degrees or whatever. Or no rotation, which means that's a solid setup. Which that wouldn't be bad, I don't think. It's going to be kind of a bear to turn. But I am willing to take that chance. Because then what I do is I go and I back up to it with this trailer. Get whatever... Because this one holds more, it's going to be the actual milk from the cows. And then I drive up to it with the tanker truck, load the buffalo milk onto it, reconnect. It's going to be a little bit of time to connect and disconnect, but God, it's going to save 3 trips down to 1. I almost did it like this, Block that out. But yeah, 3 trips down to 1. It's going to be a little bit of... But, backing up one trailer to another when they're a solid pivot, that's going to be so easy. So, yeah, so we got it figured out. Yeah. I like it when we can do things like that. And where did I get stuck at here? Bob your head. I know. Yeah, the Colossus pack, I love it. And at the very start when they came out with the Colossus pack, that trailer wasn't in there. So to have them do an update like that where they actually bring out the tanker trailers, thank you. Thank you. And I don't care if this trailer doesn't match the Colossus pack, There could be a trailer that matches the Colossus pack, but I've already got this one. And I'm going to be able to go a lot faster too, which means when I drive, I'm going to be, if I can get my camera view to change. Yeah, there we go, finally. I'm going to be driving like this a lot. And yeah, let's put the map up so I can see where the heck I'm going. Why didn't you guys tell me to drive cab view sooner? And I got my right turn coming up. Right before the hill. Yeah, I definitely need to restart my computer because I'm having all sorts of audio issues. Hey, thank you, Patrick. I'll definitely try the cab view. And did they go away? Nope. Oh, I'm too far forward. Haha. Okay. So, the goat milks. What can we do with the goat milks? We can make butter. We can do bottled. We can do cheese. Or we can do the yogurts. Ooh, I forgot about the yogurts. Soy milk. I don't have soybeans. Well, I don't have strawberries to make yogurt. Okay. So do I do the goat cheese or do I go... I think the bottled milk is what's the best. Oh, I need water. I don't have water up here. So it's either going to be goat cheese or goat butter. Let's look at both. Bottled milk. I think I said we needed water for that. Cheese, 1917. Yeah, butter, butter, butter. There's only the one butter. So I think we're going to be doing goat cheese. 1917 versus 2287. That's 3 to 10. Three to 6. So it's actually, I think, going to be the goat. It's going to be butter itself. Because that is basically a 3 to 1 recipe. Which means if we do the butter, let's go back up to butter. Yeah, even though it's 1100, it's actually like 3000 when it's all done. I'm just doing quick math in my head. That was butter. We don't have water up here. Goat cheese it's a 2 to 1 ratio. And that's 1917, so we're looking at 38. Actually, goat cheese is still better. It's still better. Now, if I only had water up here. If I only had the water, because then it's, 10, 10, 20, so it's 2 to 1. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing goat milk, because... I'm just trying to make sure I get my math correct. 15 to 19 for goat cheese. No, it's goat cheese. Because it's 3 goat milk to 10 goat milk. And we were getting so technically times that by 3. Yeah, it's goat cheese. We want goat cheese. Even though this uses water, so it's technically, you know, you still have to figure out how much of the base material you need. The goat butter. That's 3,000. Yeah, we're just gonna do the goat cheese. I have it maxed out. I'm just gonna go ahead and activate the goat cheese, because like I said, for every 3 goat cheese makes, or goat milks makes 6 goat cheese. So technically times this by 3 in order to get the goat milk. You know. So for the goat cheese, 3 times of that to make 1 times of that. And the production is huge. 9 times 6 is 5,400 a month. Versus, you know, 2,800 a month. This is the no-brainer. This one's 7,000 a month for the same, but it's less price versus that one, I think. Yeah. Yep, we're just doing it. We're doing it. I don't care. Yep. I'm trying not to min-max this, but I want to be as efficient as possible, you know. Alright, let's head back to the home. And wait for traffic. Oh yeah, we got a cab view. Excuse me, dear. Yeah, if I would have bought the darn dairy first instead of selling off all of my cow milk, ugh. Oh well, live and learn, then get loves. But at least doing this allowed us to get the TMR all loaded into the trailer. Alright, last corner, last car to pass, here I go. Alright, we got the first real production going on. That makes me happy. Been working on that one for quite a while, since the very start of this. Yeah, we got the TMR. Technically, that's not a production. That's just we're selling stuff. You know. All right, so let's make sure to save. We got to save. Yeah, we can't consider the fermenting silo a true production. The dairy, on the other hand, yeah, that's been 3 years in the making, right there. Our lizard TARDIS trailer. This holds 200,000 liters, which we can definitely sell that off when we get to the point of actually buying our tanker trailer set up. So yeah. Okay, that should be full here. 343,000. That's perfect. And then, yep, let's go ahead and go to the next day. Four chickens were born, 52 overcrowdings. Lizard button top. What the heck? Okay, what is that lizard? Okay, it's that. It's that right there. That's funny. That guy would be nice to buy, but we don't have any corn. And I don't plan on doing corn on this map. We already got this guy, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay. Let's double check the tailor to make sure we got our 10 hours in for the month. Okay, we got our 10 hours in. That's good. Still don't have any way to select that, so we need to go do other things. Okay. Let's check our production here. Yeah, I mean, we really just started, so I don't think we will have much in there. Yeah. Okay, let's check on the animals real quick. Okay. Before I do this, save. Males. Confirm. Okay, we don't have any of that age. And if I want to see how many males we got that are under the age of 6. So if we select all and then go to sell, it'll tell us back. Oh, sell selected. That's 290 for 7,000 bucks. We're not going to sell that many at all, because it's definitely not worth it. Be nice to get these guys up into the $55 to $65 range. So, month 6 is where we really need to do that. And because we got 1,000 in there, still production is still low, so yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this because I want the eggs. I don't want to make any more chickens, although we are making some decent money on the chickens. So I guess it's not too bad. Okay, so we got TMR that we're gonna sell. I should have went the back way. It's all good. It's all good. Let's buy some more goats. Okay. Ooh, velvet. Black velvet in the midnight southern sky. Okay, I like that. I mean, we're just going to buy them. Hopefully we can, let's buy the selected. Okay. I hope we're able to get their health up, you know. But time will tell. We have 32 liters. Woohoo! We're in the goat milk. And these guys have 173,000 liters of food. Okay. Ocean. We'll buy Ocean. We'll buy Freckles. We'll buy that one. We'll buy that one. Buy selected. Okay. Let's save. Excellent. Okay. We did the animal thing. We checked the stuff. How much milk did I have in here? 226 liters. Yeah. And the whole issue is we got 96 cattle in here, and like only 20 of them are really producing milk. So, all right, let's sell our TMR. We got to feed. Oh, I need a tractor. And then we'll get to we'll get this done, taken care of. Let's go ahead and we will load this up. Are we out of grass? 152,000 liters. Yep, we're pretty much out of grass. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, our cows are fed. Our cows are fed. That's all we worry about. One of the things I do want to look at, the grain mill. Where's the grain mill at? That's cereal. $300,000. Ugh. By field 6. Okay. So it's the road before the animal dealer. Alright, cool. Because I need 2 more productions to make the master plan. The grain mill and the bakery. I don't think we're going to do all that stuff because I really don't want to get into making yeast from sugar. I really don't want to make sugar. And the map's not actually that big. It's just a lot of small fields. This is a... Maypole Farm is a standard size map. It's just that, you know, the big fields that you would see, like, you know, this one here, it's 8.3 acres, 13.4 acres, 12.73 acres, you know. They're all medium to small fields. It just looks huge because there's a lot of them on here. But yeah, the master plan is, the man with the plan is I need the grain mill and the bakery. So that was $300,000 for the grain mill. And then the bakery, we're just going to do bread. Like I said, I don't want to get into making the yeast. We could do the cake, which means I need sugar. And I don't want to get into sugar production. Sugar cane or sugar beets. Strawberries, we would need to drop a greenhouse for that, which we're allowed to if we want to make the cake. One of these needs dough. Which one was it? Oh, it's the pizza. And to make dough, we need flour, eggs, milk, and yeast. Had lettuce, tomato, and cheese sandwich. that's Oh my. Oh, dude. Oh, this just changed things. How much are sandwiches? I mean, 17.49. Gas station will buy them. Supermarket will buy them. The bakery will buy them. I should have restarted my computer tonight. That's just driving me nuts. Oh, that just changed things. Do I make sandwiches? Alma, Missouri, I'm getting to the point where I want to make pizza. So when my life settles down and I'm able to start recording for Alma, which should be here in a month, hopefully by then the map update will come out and I will have transferred everything over to the new save. I'm going to be making pizza on that map. That one, I mean, it's whatever. This one, I mean, it's whatever. I can flour, milk, butter. It's the whole sugar side of things. But sandwiches. We just take our bread. We got the butter. We're going to be making butter. We're going to be making cheese. We got to do cow cheese, though, which means we're going to have to revamp our thing where the goat milk makes cheese, and then instead of the cows making butter, we got to make the cheese out of cows. Yep. I agree. I enjoy doing that one. It's the way I have to do it is on Sundays I'm recording for the Monday or Yeah, Sunday I record for the Monday episode. Strike that. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, and the occasional Saturday. I get an hour a morning, and I record Alma for making my Monday episode. I do the editing on Sunday to make that. And then on Sunday, I'll also, well, because that day is all wonky, I may start recording for Tuesday on that day. But if I don't, I'm recording on Monday and then editing Monday for Tuesday. And then when Tuesday comes around, I record and edit on Tuesday for the Wednesday episode. So yeah, it's all confusing, and I don't have time in the morning right now. And because of what's happening right now in life, it's all good. Spoiler alert, I'm moving to a new house in this town. So we're going through, and my days off are spent packing and boxing things up and moving things to storage and house hunting and all sorts of fun stuff because of that. So all my recording time and editing time is taken up with the moving side of things. So that's why I can't do any recordings right now. But yeah, I think we're gonna make sandwiches. So that means here I need to start stockpiling the butter and cheese. And yeah, we're gonna make sandwiches. We're gonna supply the town with some food, some good food. A good, tomato sandwiches with some lettuce and cheese. If we had pigs on here, we can make bacon up. Anyway, a little salt and pepper on the tomatoes. Yes. Anyway, let's we're delaying. Let's sell this stuff here. Going over the thought process. Nope. This is all. These are what everything on here is, and the mod maker has I think added stuff to these, or Giants has incorporated some of the new stuff into them. These are all the base map mods. Tailor Shop is normal, Sugar Mill is normal, Spinnery, all of this stuff is from the base game maps. So that's one of the reasons why, part of making this, I wanted to use all of the base game stuff. That's kind of why I came up with this whole idea that we couldn't drop productions of our own. Yeah, we kind of skirted it for, we should have bought the sawmill to build our house. But we only used the material to build our house, I mean, what do we got sitting over there kind of behind the trees? We got a sawmill with all the wood that we've made. I didn't know how much wood I needed for making the house. So it's all sitting back there. And I'm not selling it. So, yeah, I've never seen sandwiches before either, so that's why it's like, hey, we're going to drop a greenhouse. Yes, I will be incorporating one of the open air greenhouses so that we can actually keep up with production. I won't sell any of the excess tomatoes or any of that stuff outright. It's all just the material is going to be going toward the production. So it'll probably be the medium open air greenhouse. That one seems to work the best. I only need to make the 2 items on it, the tomatoes and lettuce, so that'll be perfect, I think. It's not going to be overpowered. I'm only going to use just the dump water into it to make the production run. I don't need to do the seeds and fertilizer to super intensify the output. So yeah, we're gonna go the sandwich route. because all of the wheat that I'm currently producing, which next year, when things continue to grow on this farm, we're going to buy another field or two or three, whatever we can, continue our corner empire. And I like using sorghum for my chickens, and that's where the grain mill is, right there, because then I can use the wheat in from the grain mill to go to the grain mill to make flour. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you there, Patrick. I had brats and hot dogs for supper. And the brat was so hot that I ended up burning the roof of my mouth. So we got what, 495,000. So we'll get 60 to $70,000. So yeah, we're gonna drop a greenhouse on the farm, which means I got a few trees to take down. And yeah, we'll go from there. But that'll be here in a few episodes. We're not gonna drop that down tonight. After this is all done and we make it back to the farm, it is 10:30 my time, which is about my normal stopping point, which will be perfect because then we will go on to the month of July, which is harvest time for us. So that'll be tomorrow night's episode. Yeah, I hope I'm explaining the thought process on why I'm doing the productions the way I am. Everybody does the productions different, I think. Some people use it just to make money. I want to, on this playthrough, use it to make other things. Let's see, we got 58,000 plus about 6,500. Yeah, that's a good little payday right there. We just got to keep holding on to that money. Hopefully I'm not hosing myself by diversifying to many things too early instead of paying off the loans, which they're still broken on this map for some strange reason. I can go to Alma, Missouri. I can go to Louisiana. I can go to Waseca County. And every month, and I'm running the enhanced loan system on every one of those maps. And every month, the loan payments come out. But this map, they don't. So we're using that to our advantage, I mean, if it's broken on the map, it's broken in our favor, I guess. We should be making a monthly payment, but you know what? We'll take the 84,000. We'll put 50,000 into the payment, or we'll do 75,000. That'll square us up, I think. I mean, technically not square us up, but you know what I mean. We'll appease the loan system by making a payment. How about that? Where is the mower? We'll need this for next month. All right, we got this all ready to go. Yep, I haven't touched any of this lumber over here. I mean, heck, we got, you know, still we got some wood chips in there, but I'm not worried about that. If we drop the greenhouse in, let's just go ahead and let's go here. Oh, that's selling point. We need greenhouses. The payment processors are not updated yet. The community still values face-to-face meetings and greetings. Well, if I avoid the place of business, then that means I don't have to worry about it, right? Right? Is that how it works? So we can do a small greenhouse. That's or you know, open air garden. There we go. We can do a medium, which I think would be kind of perfect to put back here somewhere, I think. Which the way it looks, well, let's move that trailer real quick. There we go. Now let's see if we can put that over here. Hey, that won't be too bad right there. If I put it over here, I'd have to get rid of that sawmill, and I don't want to get rid of that lumber until we can sell it. So yeah, I think that right there, yeah, we'll put it right there, but we're not going to drop it down tonight because we're not even ready to buy the stuff, so we just need to not worry about that. But yeah, we're going to put it right there. That's going to work out great. We're using the land the way it's built, just kind of, you know, putting other buildings in. We can get rid of the bale storage. We're not doing bales. We can get rid of some other sheds and stuffs. But yeah. Oh, while we're here, I know I also need to make sure I have money for leasing equipment next month. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and we're going to make our $75,000 payment. So yeah, we're down to $9,000. Okay. And I think something's happening with my joystick. Because I can't change my camera view. Yep, takes money to make money. Well, normally I would go into third person view and talk to you that way, but there we go, finally. Decided to change up. So yeah, we're at 3 or 4. The grass is ready to harvest, which means the wheat field that we got over yonder will be harvested next month as well in July, which means we can have the entire area converted to grass finally. Yes. And then we got 2 other fields that we will continue on that process. We'll get to the point where we just continue buying the fields, 89, 90, 77. We'll just continue going north. Maybe buy around the BGA. That's 159,000 there. 178, 137, 57. Or we can buy that one or that one. We got lots of options around us. I kind of wanted this entire section here to be grass, which world domination. That'll be converted here later, which means this one here we'll get rid of. And we'll make that into a standard field again. And then we'll just continue our way north. We'll start planting sorghum in here for the chickens, and we'll continue doing wheat or oats. If we do the grain mill, we can make barley, canola flour. That's new. Okay. Corn flour. And it actually counts it as flour. Okay, that's new. 15. I think we might start doing oats, because that's an even production straight across. Sorghum flour 15 to 13, soy flour 5 to 4, so 15 to 12. So yeah, oat flour would be the best. I'm not sure how well the oats are going to produce compared to wheat or barley. We may do a test on that to see if we can get 3 fields of roughly the same size. That one's 5.91, 6.2. That one's going to be bigger, 7.53. So yeah, we'll see if we can get like 3 fields of the same, roughly. Oh, these 2 right here. 5.1, 5.01, and then yeah, we'll try something. We'll see if we can get a test going where we can get 3 fields of roughly the same size. See if the production would be the same for all of that. And I also want to make sure that we get, mostly the same soil type as well. So yeah, that's going to be another episode down the road. Yeah. We got a good game plan. It's going to take a lot of money to make it. We got to drop, God, what, I didn't see how much the bakery was, but I'm guessing $600,000 to buy the next 2 productions. But once we get that, then we should be running really smooth for getting out of debt. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Yeah, I know I haven't said this at all the entire episode, but thank you all for coming in, hitting that like button, subscribing. Continue to grow the channel. I think we are up to 132 subs currently, so that's amazing. The last sub that we had, both of them 6 days ago, we had Hellhound and Steve the Farmer. So thank you. If they're here, thank you guys for coming in. If you're not here, well, hopefully you watch the video, and thank you anyway. Yeah, until tomorrow night, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.